Yes, hi, hello. Well, good afternoon, Flame Fatales, or whatever time zone you are in. I am BeamQueenSol. So yeah, we have a little bit of a different one this time. So this is Star Allies has a lot of modes, and basically it's the game's arena, boss endurance kind of thing. It's called the Ultimate Choice, and it will make sense as soon as I actually go into the actual thing. But while I'm doing that, if Dijon would like to introduce herself in the meantime.
Hi, I'm Dijon Ketchup. I've seen Kirby Star Allies before, but I don't know all the ins and outs, so this will be an adventure for me too.
Yeah, I just real quick, I'll give a brief shout out to Claire Fluffle, who would have been here to commentate for this, but unfortunately she was not available, and so stuff happens. It's fine. We'll make it work. But yeah, you have for this you have the option to use Kirby, or you can use their enemy version. And you know what? Since a certain someone got announced for for the new game coming out in November, we're gonna let them shine. I mean, this'll work. The other thing you'll notice, and this is why it's called the Ultimate Choice, is you have a choice on how high of a difficulty you want it. You have like a little intensity meter, very kind of like Smash, kind of like what Smash has done a little bit, or like Kid Icarus Upright and stuff like that. Originally, it went up to this. And then the game released version 4.0, which added a new mode, new bosses, and they decided to ramp that up even more, so you had even more to go through. This is probably one of the hardest challenges in the entire series currently. Although Ultimate Cup ZEX in Forgotten Lands Switch 2 version might be a different matter. I don't know that, because I don't have that yet. So I haven't actually gone through it myself. But anyways, that's enough preamble. So how about we get started with this in 3, 2, 1, go. And the first thing you'll notice as soon as it loads in is you'll see just a rest area. We have pretty limited healing, but we have a bigger health bar than we would on Soul Melter, which actually is the one the bit things. They know you're going to be going for it. So you'll see Wispy here. It's like, oh, well, that's Wispy. What's the difference? Well, first of all, Wispy is a very different color, and this is probably the hardest version of Wispy that actually exists currently. All right, I'm going to play this very carefully because I do not want to take damage early on, especially not here. In fact, the less I do, the better on that front. But anyways, Beam only has a few attacks. Our biggest one here is what is called the Beam Blast. It's this whole thing where if I dash and then do a mid-air attack, I'll just fire a bunch of these all over the place. Each of these actually hit the enemy into a surprising amount of damage. In this game, this is by far our best damage option. It's not the only move you'll see. In fact, you'll pretty much see the entire moveset show up at least at one point or another. It just very much depends on what I need in a moment. Also, these bosses are all in order. So there's actually no variance. It's more like a boss endurance in that regard. But it does make it easier to kind of learn things. But anyways, a lot of our strats are going to be kind of similar to that first fight. So if there's any messages at the moment, this would be a great time for them as I finish this fight up.
Absolutely. I would actually love to give a quick update first. We are already 23% of the way on marrying someone in Fire Emblem Three Houses. We have $1,530 remaining on that one. We are close to just having $1,500 remaining, which is a huge step. So chat is killing it. We also have those bid wars, which are closing at the start of the run. You do not want to miss those. There's a lot more time for marriage than those, so definitely show some love to the bid wars.
Also, a little bit of a bad moment there with my movement, but it's all good. Anyways, go on.
Oh, yes. We have a $25 donation from Hap, who says, "Let's go lesbians. Thank you to everyone at Flame Fatales for an amazing event."
Woo, lesbians!
Something, let's go lesbians. Also, see a question about why Waddle Do. Honestly, for the most part, it is thematic choice. But there is a couple of differences. One is Kirby actually floats. Waddle Do will just kind of jump in place. The other factor is Waddle Do actually has a little bit less health. If you play as Kirby, Kirby has more HP. The frenemies tend to have a little bit less. So I actually have to be more careful with what I'll do, if anything. Anyways, Shadows of Dreamland 3. Yeah, this is more Dreamland 3 reference. They're kind of like a special version of Pon and Con. In fact, Pon and Con are actually bosses in this game, just not in this particular mode.
Is there time for me to give another update?
Yes, go for it.
All right, well, almost as soon as I spoke, we crossed that 25% threshold on Marry Someone, so I am so proud of chat. This is going so wonderfully. Thank you, everyone, and keep up the great work.
Okay, so Fracture has a bit of a thing here, so he's going to do these waterfalls. The other neat thing about this game is there are elemental effects, and Beam's attacks are counted as what the game calls Zap element. They're basically lightning. And I did electrify this water, which will hurt both of them. I didn't quite get the damage it needed, but that's fine. We'll just do a couple of beam whips and finish it up. Yes, that is what it's called. It's like it looks like. It's you throw it forward and it just kind of throws the energy. That's it. And this is going to be the harder part, actually, because I need to be really careful about my positioning to make sure all of these hit. I didn't quite get it. That's okay. I'm just trying to wait it out, just to play it safe and keep my health as high as I can. It's going to do this attack. I'm going to go over here. That is fine. Might be able to finish it. Yes, good. If I didn't finish this up in time, Tractor does like a big desperation attack where it will just keep summons a bunch of wind, a bunch of lightning bolts, and I tell you, I either have to run to try to dodge them or wait, see where they come in, and then spot dodge. Alternately, there is the move Capture Beam, where I grab a star, and I have to just hold on to it until I'm ready to throw it, and I'm invincible until I do. And that would be the absolute safest way to deal with that if I had to. But it's still risky. It's things to know wrong. This is also our second and final mini-boss portion. This is probably definitely the harder one of the two. The Vidra is also really nasty if I'm not careful. That attack will actually do multiple hits. I'm just going to do this.
Very colorful, though.
Very colorful. She actually does the artist ability, which is only in this game. It's actually kind of neat. I'm going to do that so that crash into the wall. And now I can just kind of get rid of one of them. Okay, didn't quite do that. That didn't work out. That's okay. We'll do them both now. Not the cleanest fight I've had with that. I can go way better, but we're still doing quite fine. In fact, I'll play this a little bit safe for about like half, and I'm just gonna grab this. We'll be good for a while now. Vividra is actually unique to this game. Definitely like kind of the sort of thing you would imagine from Campus First, but actually not. Anyways, these are the Mage Sisters. These are like parallel versions of them as well. And I need to make sure to dodge this attack. This thing, if it grabs me, will be extremely painful. Okay, I actually just barely got that. Let's see if we can get this positioned. Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna just kind of wait for that to go through. And now I have a chance to get more attacks in.
I've seen the Mage Sisters before in the guest star runs.
They are definitely really well known for that. They're actually the best character for this mode as well. Honestly, if I'm going to use anyone, that's the one you should be using. They are understandably very broken by design. They are strong. They are really strong. It is actually like using their boss moveset as like them. And honestly, I think that's kind of, again, it's by design. This game does actually unlock a special thing if you beat this mode for the first time. Not quite do the damage I thought it would. That's okay, though. And now she's going to do her bit attack, and this one, she tries to skewer you with that big flaming sword, and we don't want that for obvious reasons, so I'm just going to keep running. And now it's safe to do her again. And now she's gone. She's going to be blasting off again, just like the other one did.
Ding.
I love that's how they go down. Zan actually doesn't do the same thing. Also, I'm going to just play this extra safe. We are going to be fine. We have plenty of healing. Also, I would love to see us hit 102k during Kirby. By the way, is there any update on the whole thing with the marriage incentive?
So I actually wanted to read a donation or two related to the incentives.
That'll work.
There was $55 from Ganamex, who says, "You say goodbye, Leth, and I say hello, Leth." And with that donation on the name Byleth incentive, Bye Bye Byleth is no longer in the lead, and Hello Leth has taken over. Which I find
I love it.
pretty funny.
Hilarious.
We also had $25 from Meta Knight himself, who says, "Poyo, am I in this game? I sure hope I am."
We'll see.
Chat, if any others among you have any Poyos to send our way, I would love to see them on maybe a $5 donation train. Get in your Poyos.
By the way, Meta and I did an donation real quick right before the fight. Oh, also, Heavy Lobster. I had to. It's there. The music that plays here is definitely not meant to be relaxing at all. Fit in the mode. But yeah, here's Meta Knight, kind of. And there's Capture Beam finally, where I got to actually use it.
This Meta Knight is not a happy camper.
No, he's not. He actually has a really scary move that's going to look a lot worse than it actually will be. So I'm just going to kind of run like that, and I'm going to jump, and oh, look, it didn't hit me. You definitely don't want that hitting you. That attack is incredibly terrible to get hit by. It holds you forever. You have to, like, basically mash the D-pad to get out of it. And he just kind of, like, slings you into the ground, like, a few times. It's not... You don't want to hit by it. It's not great. Meta Knightant, yes. We also have DD didn't. Yeah, just eating a bunch of food. All of it is spoiled and rotten. So maybe don't do that.
Gross.
And I'm just going to keep getting some extra hits in. In fact, we're just going to let this play out because honestly, we have time. So here we go. Now he's big and swole, as you do. I'm going to just set that up for a couple of free hits.
The lesson here is eat spoiled fruit, get buff.
Maybe don't do that. I feel like that has the opposite effect. Now I need to be a little careful. I wasn't careful in that order. And we'll just use a couple cycle beams to get through those so he doesn't hit us during it. And we're fine. And then he shrinks down. He's fine. It's okay. I don't know what else to say about him, but he's fine. Don't worry about it.
Face down on the floor. It's fine.
Would now be a good time for an update on the incentive?
Yes.
All right, well, we have crossed 30% on Marry Someone. We are now at 31%. Only $1,365 remaining on that one. Let's go, chat.
Yeah, also fittingly, our friend here can actually use multiple elements.
Fancy.
I'm gonna just over here, just so I don't get hit by any of that. Should be able to get... There we go. And there goes the hood. He's a friend. Don't worry worry about it. Don't worry about those either.
Tell me not to worry about it. It makes me want to worry about it.
Well, I mean, it's Kirby. You should probably worry about it. But yeah, he's gonna swing these at me, and I'm just gonna just say no to that. I'm just gonna keep blasting him with beam. It's fine. Now he has this really surprise. He did do friend circle. So now I need to be very mindful of this. And cycle beam is really good for just staying invincible. Same for capture beam. I mistimed that. Just dodge that one. He's gonna go back here. And if I time this right, there we go. Okay, we're dead. We definitely want to get rid of get that down after that attack. Otherwise, he doesn't until he uses them as a shield, and that takes it'll take a bit to break it. I'm gonna grab this for massive safety because this fight can get really terrible if I get really unlucky during the second phase. Because they will all attack me in tandem, and I will lose more than half my health if I don't dodge it correctly.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like barely get out of the range of their attack, so I can just kind of do this. And she's gonna do that. I'm just gonna go over here, and this should get their phase transition. Good. Now for the desperation attack. This will be a little bit safer if I dodge from here. So I'm gonna just stay up in the corner. That attack's gonna go through. I'm gonna drop down. And we're safe now. And if I've done this right... Okay, I did not quite do it right, but that's okay. Now we're fine.
They all share one health bar.
They all share one health bar, but they can also all attack me. So there's the trade-off. It's like, yeah, they have one health bar. Unfortunately, there's one of me. And they didn't all hit me for free. This is not the way it should be going, unfortunately, but it's fine. We get to see more of the fight this way. And they actually have a lot of neat attacks. I dropped the controller.
Oh no.
And I got caught by that. Oh, I'm not caught by it. I thought it was. Never mind what I just said.
It's fine.
I actually panicked. You know what? It made it more interesting.
Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined.
Yeah, we're actually okay. Yeah, what happened is the controller like flipped in my hands and fell on my desk, and I was like, that's not what I needed right there. Yeah, so I thought I got hit by the steerer, and I guess I didn't somehow. Anyways, welcome to the reason why Kirby fans are afraid of orange butterflies now. This is Morpho Knight, and it's not even Morpho Knight, it's a harder version of Morpho Knight, in case you thought he wasn't hard enough. This fight, honestly, is kind of the proper the proper final fight. The real final one, honestly, to me, is kind of a formality with the way it plays out. This is the part where I bring up, I have probably cleared this mode unironically like 100+ times. So I know some of these fights incredibly well as a result. This is also a very scary move that I need to be a little bit mindful of. So I'm gonna do the one attack in, and I'm just gonna keep running, because that sort of hurt.
Nobody ever suspects the butterfly.
And that is actually kind of a decent outcome. Only took one hit from that, and that's actually fine. Okay, now for this attack here. This attack would be scary if I had anyone else with me, because this attack will brainwash them, and they will actually attack me. I have to either refriend them or knock them out to get rid of it. Thankfully, since I'm only playing this one character, that's not a problem. We get through the fight, and now we're on the final battle. The final battle is actually quite long. In fact, in fact, the song for this game, the song for it is one launch sequence. It's a launch suite. It is actually referred to as a suite by the game, like officially. It has 4 movements. Also, if you're curious, there's just a cherry in there. We don't care about it. I have a tomato left. Just gonna grab that. And this is the fight I'm going to be focusing, so definitely a good time for messages while this cutscene plays out as well.
Perfect. We got a $50 donation from Dragon Roast Coffee, who says, fantastic runs from all you fabulous fatales this week. Let's finish strong on the last day and marry someone in 3 houses. Thank you so much, Dragon Roast Coffee. Like I brought up during the break earlier, that PB grind is phenomenal. Definitely check it out. And speaking of marrying someone in 3 houses, we are now 34% of the way there. We also have those bid wars ending at the ending a bit before the start of the 3 houses run. That outfit choice for Byleth, we just have the summer outfit at $50. The Academy outfit could overtake it if you all prefer that. It would not be that hard to get that in the lead. And speaking of it not being hard to change who's in the lead, on that name Byleth incentive, Bye Bye Byleth is only $5 behind Hello Leth, so you absolutely could switch it up if you wanted. We also had $5 from Alley Cat, who bought a ticket to the Poyo train, saying, Poyo.
Poyo.
Yeah, so this is the final boss of this game, Void Termina. There's a lot of wild lore stuff about this boss. It is effectively the progenitor of a lot of stuff in the franchise up to this point. You're gonna see that I'm like right up against this thing, and that is so I can do more damage. The trade-off is I gotta be on top of my movement game here, because otherwise I will get hit by a lot of this stuff very easily. And especially right here. So the swords are 1 of 3 elements, either fire, ice, or lightning, or sizzle, zap, or blizzard, I believe the last one is. This time it actually chose zap. And he's not even going to get to finish that attack before I finish it off. So now it's not down. We can go inside of it and actually attack the heart. So you're just going to see me go in like that. And then you're going to see this thing beaten. Shout outs to the if you use the Red Horde controllers on Switch, the HD Rumble actually is very subtle here to represent the way it's doing that. It's kind of neat. But anyways, not a whole lot to this side part of it. We're just going to be getting some damage in where we can and breaking this shell. And that's it. That's second phase. So we're going to find out. We're going to have our little cutscene for the third phase. And again, I called this a suite earlier, and that's because each part of this is actually called a movement. So the full song is called Suite, the Star Conquering Traveler. And then it's first movement, second movement, third movement. And it's already transitioned into third movement, where he becomes Burb. And same as before, all the parts will show up. That's exclusive to this version of the fight. And I'm going to be doing a setup here where ideally I can get a lot of these parts down to really low health. And I'm going to just break them kind of one by one and interrupt several attacks in turn, if I do this correctly. So, gonna do this. That'll get me the back for the most part. Okay, good. That's really low.
This boss feels very Final Fantasy.
Honestly, a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna just hold off because targeting gets weird when he's doing that. And now I want to break this part. And now I want to break another of these parts now. Good. If I didn't do that, the next move in the cycle would be a long, like 20-second sequence where it just rains arrows down, and I can't target them. So instead, I just basically skip most of the phase. I just set in that break in several parts, and then each time I do that, it actually does cycle into its next move. It just doesn't get to do it. And I hope you all are ready for the light show, because it's time for the light show. And there's the light show. We're not done with that, by the way. This keeps going. This boss realizes, wow, the beam is very strong, so why don't I use a beam? And I'm surprised that didn't hit me.
Beam
Because
versus
I hit the
beam.
edge. Alright, now I'm gonna jump over this bid one. It does this a few times. If I'm on top of my damage, which looks like I am. Okay, I'm just gonna jump over that one, it's fine. Uh-oh. That's fine. That's okay. We're good on health. And there we go. That is Void Termina itself, and then we have the actual final fight, which will be just called Void. And there's even more wild lore with this, including this thing is potentially a Kirby, or rather, Kirby potentially this. We're not sure.
Whoa, trippy.
Also, shout out to Dreamland 3 for that background. And I'm gonna throw friend hearts at this to start off, because I actually do more damage this way right now.
While we're getting started with this final part of the fight, is this a good time for donations?
Yes.
All right, we had $50 from Grand Duchess Taco, who says, donating for Marriage Percent with extra 3 houses hype after the Nintendo Direct yesterday. Let's go lesbians. That actually reminds me of something somebody pointed out in chat. I can't take credit for this one, but for the Byleth outfit choice bid war, we do have the choice to grab Sothis' outfit in honor of her reappearance in the Direct the other day. So if you are interested in that, please check out the bid war. It is closing a bit before the start of the 3 houses run, as is the Name Byleth incentive, or rather bid war, which actually has a new contender, Lesbians, who is also at $50. So Hello Left is still in the lead.
I'm sorry, did I hear lesbians?
Lesbian. It is not like EV, like EONS. However, that's a great idea. Chat, get on it.
I was hoping for a second. Yeah, by the way, shout out to this song. The song is actually quite long. You're not going to get to hear all of it at all.
Eevee evolves into Lesbian with the Yuri Stone.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think we saw that happen to Feth at the final Tribal Council, right?
Yeah, by the way, that bid form does not actually hurt me. As a fun fact there. And now we're getting into like the somber part of the song. Okay, so I'm gonna go from this way. And if I set this up right, I can actually dodge these with Wave Beam. We have just a little invincibility from it, and it's just enough to get through that. Alright, now we're going to do this bid attack. I'm safe on the sides. And we're actually almost done. We're actually almost done. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the bit spiky thing again. I'm going to get hit by that. That's fine. Okay, I would do like a really cheapy thing to finish this, but I'm gonna play it safe, I think, so I don't die. So there's our fight. That is... I'm gonna call time when it actually shows the final results. To kind of bring it in line with how we do Death Stars runs. Because we do the same thing for that. But yeah, it also smiles at the end.
I'm happy that I'm dying.
The funny thing is you unlock a thing called the Dream Button the first time you beat this, and you get, it gives you Classic Kirby. Bit time, sorry.
GG.
But yeah, that is how Waddle Doo gets through this. You know, preparing themselves for Air Riders in November. You know how it is. Gotta practice that beam attack to actually hit, to actually get them. But yeah, this is a really fun mode. You just feel like I've actually done this way faster even. Usually with the Mage Sisters are very good. But I guess some Twitch shoutouts. Obviously shout to Jen the Claire Fluffle. I know she couldn't make it, and it's fine. It happens. Definitely check her out though. She does a lot of really neat stuff for Kirby and other things in general. She has like a whole like ability spotlight series even, and Beam is one of the ones she's done for that. Shout out to the community in general for that matter though, because a lot of awesome people. Definitely check us out. You can go to our speedrun.com page. That'll take you to, we have a Discord link that'll take you to our community that way. If you want to check out more info on the runs, there's also kirbyspeedrun.com, I believe it's called. That is our speedrun wiki, to try to keep things off of just Discord. But anyways, as for myself, you can find me at twitch.tv/BeamQueenSol. I do a lot of speedrunning in general. Kirby's a big one for me. I've been doing some Metroid as well. Just platformers in general. It's usually on my bread and butter. But I also do like casual stuff. I do challenge runs, things like that. Or alternately, you can follow PDCC to see things on the screen, and that compels you. But I know there's gonna be a lot more where this came from. Just because this is the last day of playing for Tales doesn't mean we are stamping on any of the runs. Like we're gonna start strong. We're starting strong. We're gonna finish strong. You know how it's gonna be. So best of luck to everyone else that's coming after this. I know y'all are gonna do really well.
And I've been Dijon Ketchup. You can find me at twitch.tv/Dijon Ketchup. I stream very sporadically, but I do Pokemon and Rock Band and stuff like that. And just quick shout outs to Frame Fatales, to Lady Arcaders, RPG Valkyries, Power Up with Pride. Yeah.